This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Kind of figured that.
Labyrinth?
Yeah, it's amazing.
What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
It transformed?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
That doesn't really answer his question, Mitsuru.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower?
Huh, Mitsuru, why is that? What did the Kirijo group do at the Kirijo High School on the Kirijo Island? You guys can't see it, but I'm like flirting my eyes at her.
You don't know either?
She does.
No.
Yes, you do.
I'm sure it's complicated.
It's not.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Oh, I'm gonna be so happy once I get
It's just as
all of
cool
this
on the
dialogue
inside.
done with. It's like I can actually play the game instead of just listening to it.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far.
Yeah, we're only going on the first floor tonight anyway.
And I'll be feeding you information from here.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
You're in charge.
What? But she's a girl.
Oi! Don't make me punch you, Junpei.
Well, she has fought them before.
Seriously?
Yeah, out of the three of us, I'm the only one who has fought them.
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like she can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
Yukari, you're useless. Don't even...
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
Though we do have weapons. And as far as I can tell, they're nothing special.
Alright, let's head inside. Are you ready?
Yep.
That's the spirit.
You betcha.
What's the matter?
I've been waiting for you.
I just noticed his avatar in the game, like not the cutout you see here, but the actual avatar. It's smiling and it's creepy.
The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions.
Honestly, it's so simple. Like, really simple to explain. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's really simple to explain.
That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
Power!
Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities.
Okay.
You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed.
You see, personas? It just sounds weird. I feel like it should be personae. Actually, no. That would... Yeah. Putting an I at the end makes it plural. We're not working with actual...
And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you.
It's just... It feels like it should be Persona.
There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind.
What he was talking about was the random shuffle, but my brain went to the, battle thing? Like when you're just, like, fighting shadows to work up to the boss. Reach out to the truth. See, like,
My spare time will soon be
creepy.
scarce.
What's... Where... Does he exist outside times? Like, well... Like... Can he, like, work with, like, us and the Persona 4 protagonists at the same time?
But please, come again of your own accord.
Oh, and there's the other little one.
I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Ah, but before I forget,
Yes!
do you recall when I mentioned another resident of this room?
Yes.
Tell me, when you think of this person, what do you see?
Alright, as much as I love Elizabeth, we're going to do Theodore for this round.
I see. Then let's bring him out for a proper introduction.
My name is Theodore, but please, feel free to call me Theo.
Hi, Theo!
It's a pleasure to meet you.
My assistant will aid you as well. Until then, farewell.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Do you guys not see the door?
Huh? What door?
Nope.
I don't see any door.
Have you been nodding off? You seem kind of out of it.
You guys really don't see
Dude,
the
you're
door.
supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game.
Gotta get your head in the game.
Don't worry, though. I got you covered whenever you need it, man.
Don't.
Come on, let's go.
Yes, that is a feature they added in that I love. I mean, granted, before it was just like automatic. As soon as you get down here, it would fill up. But I don't know. I kind of prefer the paying for it, but I don't think it's like nearly as expensive as the Fox in Persona 4. Nope. Just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Can you all see me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my Persona's ability.
I think it's more the bike than the Persona.
I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it.
On it.
Why is she always like that?
Alright. And for the first time, let's begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Watch out, I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you.
Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience.
I honestly gotta go through the tutorial.
Would you like me
just
to
hear
explain the
music.
basics of battle?
Sure.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power, they tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that? Okay, then I want you to defeat... You exploited the enemy's
Here's a
weakness.
chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a...
I'm sorry, I like the song. So, in the future, I'll probably just cut out most of Tartarus. I'll probably show the boss fights. But, for the most part, I don't think I'll show too much of it. It gets a lot of grindy and, repetitive. Which is something I really did like about in, 4. Is that everything felt different. Instead of just like new floors, it was like whole new dungeons and new gimmicks for each. So, yeah.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle.
But yeah, so I honestly think like with this one they were just like trying to figure it out on what to do, because they were doing like a whole different thing from the Persona 1 and 2, and of course Shin Megami Tensei. So like I can understand, but when they hit 4, they like peaked. Perfect.
Do you want to know more? Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow?
Yep.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit.
But they
Why don't you give it a try?
Make any sense. Alright, also...
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Oh yeah, it's okay, this is actually something I did prefer in 3 over 4, is that Mitsuru can actually figure out what their weakness is, whereas we just have to guess in 4.
You attacked the enemy's weak
Awesome!
point.
Orpheus!
Attack again.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him!
Ooh, I like revival beads. And I think there's 2 more shadows I have to fight.
Were you able to exploit the... If you didn't already, would you like... And this will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again.
Which is how I got the 1 more in the previous round.
Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again.
So whereas in I'm acting like you guys have seen this game before. Basically, if we knock it down, hitting it again, even though it's weak to something, will just cause it to stand up.
You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses.
With fire.
So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it?
Yep.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Yeah, so I think there's going to be one more.
I summon you!
And going to tell us how,
You struck the enemy's weak
Nice!
point.
when there's more.
I summon you!
enemies, there are members of the group,
You struck the enemy's weak
Awesome!
point.
we can't run away.
Orpheus!
The enemy is vulnerable.
Here's
Keep
a
going.
chance. Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
So the next one will have 4, since it's only 3 of us. We will have to fight them rather than running away. Ooh, finally a shuffle time. Yeah, the shuffle time here, I think. I'm not too sure. Anyway, I want the pixie. So I think it was after this that they changed it for Persona 4 Golden. Yeah, you see what I mean? She only knows Dia. Dia's healing. Like, and so when I joke about Yukari being useless, like she is useless. And my cats are fighting again. Well, play fighting. Snuff Soul. Can you guys hear that? Oop. Alright, and last one. Yep. I was gonna ask how Yukari and Junpei are missing health, but then I realized that both health and both their HP and SP are down, and I realized that's because they leveled up. Oops. Now, something I think they took out of this that was really nice was that in FES.
There is a better way to
if you
defeat
open
all
up
of your
the menu-
enemies in battle than to attack them individually.
Well, I don't have that ability yet, Mitsuru. Is that in FES, if you open up the menu and then close it again while in Tartarus, it caused the shadow to turn around. And it was really interesting.
You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
I've already done it.
Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows
me
become
do all our
stronger the
attacks
further
twice
you
already.
advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Yeah, so basically, if there are more enemies on the floor than there are people in the party, you are not able to escape. Escape is actually blocked out here, mainly for tutorial purposes, but it is...
Persona!
You attacked the enemy's weak
Awesome!
point.
Persona!
Yes, the enemy is
Awesome!
vulnerable. Attack!
I summon you!
A wisely chosen attack.
Get him!
Huh?
Attack again.
Here's a chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a...
Ooh, Apsaris. I think I can currently hold 6. Yeah, I think I can currently hold 6 personas. I think it goes up to 12. Because is funny because by the time you get to the end of the game, you don't need all those slots. You need like 3 at the most, I think. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. But if they get too far away while split up, you will not be able to use skills or items on them. Be careful of that. Yep.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Okay,
Dude. Oh, okay. Group.
Everyone, return to the leader.
In the FES version, I tend to split up and then regroup instantly, just because it makes things a lot easier on me. Stuff still cool things. Also, I think in that chest that Junpei gets, it's always money in FES, and so I want the money.
Welcome back. So, how was it? I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
You didn't do anything, Junpei.
But damn, I'm beat.
I did everything.
that's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt.
See, I like how they just sort of slide through that. It's like you don't have to spell everything out. It's like we've learned about, well, you don't really use it in here, but in FES we have a wellness system. So you have worst to best is sick, tired, good, and great. And so when you're in Tartarus and you're like grinding out for hours, you can go from good to tired or tired to sick. And then you would have to go, well, thankfully it helps to get the courage up by going to the nurse and getting stuff. And that was the whole thing with the bathroom, because going to the bathroom would, if it worked, because there's like, I think like a 20% chance it would work. I'll have to look that up. But basically it would be like, if you were sick, you'd become tired. If you're tired, you become good. If you were good, you'd become great. And also the same thing would happen with sleeping at night if you're not feeling too good, or you're good and you just want to be great for the next day, or sleeping in class. At the moment, I probably won't be sleeping in class, but you never know.
But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected.
What I mean by I don't know is that later on in the game, like, once I reach Max Academic and Max Charm, I might sleep in class if I need to. Probably not, though.
At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
In any event, by combining your powers with your teams, you are able to stand against shadows. You feel a bond forming between yourselves. Felt the power of your heart intensify as if in reaction to the bond between your friends. We're not even friends yet. Like, Junpei is probably the only one I would really consider a friend. I just barely stand Yukari. At least it's her deciding that time and not them saying I should